It's time to review yet another bandwidth sharing app that promises you effortless passive income by sharing your internet bandwidth. And today we are going to take a closer look at an app called Income, an offer by Spider.com. But before we get to that, as always, let's get the usual disclaimer out of the way. Everything that I share in this video is my personal opinion and in no way financial or professional advice of any kind. You should always do your own research, consult certified professionals, draw your own conclusions and make your own decisions. Hi, my name is Rauchenwald, and if you've watched some of my videos in the past, you probably already know that I love bandwidth sharing apps like, for example, Honeygain, that offer you a few extra dollars every couple of months for simply running an app on your phone, laptop or a device like a Raspberry Pi. Personally, all the legit bandwidth sharing apps we are using sum up to a decent amount of extra income every year, and that's why I'm also always excited when I discover another one to use, because you can run them all parallel to earn even more. In fact, I'm running so many of those services by now that I haven't had the time to cover each of them in a dedicated video so far, but today it's time to take a closer look at one more called Spider Income. Just like all the other bandwidth sharing apps, Spider's Income app works by sharing your internet bandwidth, so their paying clients can route traffic through your device, and you can in turn get compensated based on the amount of traffic that gets routed through your device. Once you then reach the minimum payout amount of $20, you can then go ahead and request a withdrawal to your PayPal account, and that, according to Spider, will be processed within 1 or 2 days. But sadly, that's also the point where the similarities between Spider and other bandwidth sharing apps end, because while every single app I've tried so far reliably paid out earnings once I reached the minimum amount, with Spider's Income app it's sadly been a huge pain in the ass. Just to be clear, I got paid, but the process to get my money has been anything but effortless. Already the first time I reached the minimum payout threshold of $20, actually a lot more back then, in January 2022, I was forced to email them to eventually receive the payout in early February, because back then there was no automated process in their interface to even request the withdrawal. That on its own wouldn't have been that frustrating if the email address mentioned on the website actually would have worked, but because it didn't, it took me some time to find a working one on their website to even reach them in the first place. 7 months later, in August 2022, I again reached the $20 minimum payout and was surprised to notice that by now the web interface actually offers you a way to enter your PayPal address and request your withdrawal, which I did on the 12th of August 2022. And according to the payout process, payouts are supposedly processed within a few days, but that's sadly not the case. It's now been more than a month and I already sent one email more than a week ago without getting any response, plus a second one shortly before I started recording this video, to see why my payout still is listed as withdrawal pending and when I can actually expect to receive the $20 I earned over the past 7 months running Spider's Income app. I have to say it's really frustrating, since none of the other apps that I'm using, which by the way you can find by following the link in the description below, have problems with their payouts, and I have to say I would be happier in quotes if I wouldn't have received a payout in the past already at all, as I would then be able to say that it's definitely a pure waste of time. The way it looks right now is that while Spider works and you can actually get paid, it requires patience to reach the minimum payout amount, and additionally patience and effort to then actually receive your payout. It makes it hard to say if Spider is a pure scam or a company on their way to go out of business, or if it's just a case of incompetence and unreliable employees on their end that makes getting paid by them such a pain in the ass. Anyways, personally, considering that I already got paid in the past, I'm going to keep the app running since it doesn't cost me any real effort, but will keep an eye on the average payout time and how often I have to bother them to actually get paid. If you are now wondering if it's worth to run Spider's Income app for you personally, I'd say that you should probably start with the more reliable apps first, that again are all linked in the video description down below, and consider Spider's Income app more as a, in quotes, high-risk option that might not process your payout in the end for whatever reason, and that has horrible response times when you reach out to their support. For me personally, the only good thing about Spider's Income app is that even if I don't receive my payout at all, I didn't really lose anything besides the roughly 1 minute it took to sign up and install the app, and another couple of minutes to reach out via email to them to ask them when I can expect the payout to actually be processed. Anyways, that's it for today. Please let me know in the comments down below if you already tried Spider's income app, if you got paid by them and how long it took. Plus, what other bandwidth sharing apps are you personally using that already paid you in the past? Besides that, if you have any questions about Spider or similar apps, you can always leave them in the comments down below or ask them during one of my weekly live streams here on YouTube. Thanks for watching, see you in one of my other videos. Till then, bye bye.